Good evening, Vlad.
Bună ziua.
Bună ziua. Is that Romanian?
It's Romanian.
I didn't know you were fluent in Romanian.
I'm not. Google is.
Okay. We're in. I don't know why we picked this one. It seems like an odd one for us. Ancient Feud in Transylvania. Maybe we picked it around Halloween time. Maybe that was
Yeah, it was the vampire scenario.
Battle of the Vampires. Hungarian or Romanians versus Hungarians.
Axis miners.
Yeah, Axis miners, which 8-turn Axis miners and kind of a challenge to play the Axis. But we accept the challenge once in a while. But you start playing the scenario and you're just like, oh, why do we do this?
Well, this is late war, so it wasn't too bad. Better than early war miners, but
it had, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I guess the only positive it had is that when Romanians and Hungarians fight each other, their broken side morale is one higher because they absolutely hated each other back then. I don't know how they feel today, but back then they were not friends.
Yeah, that helped a lot.
Yeah, and I played the Hungarians. You played the Romanians. All of the Romanian vehicles and guns are of German all but those TACAM R2s in the lower right. They were all of German manufacturers, so you got to use the black to hit numbers, while myself got to use the glorious red to hit numbers.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had the better armor, better vehicles. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, other than those TACAMs, those were junk.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had some Panzer IVs. You had those Stugs were a pain in my ass. I got lucky on one. We'll see in a bit. But generally, my armor had a bunch of 40mm stuff that was, I have to either hide them or scramble around and try to get side rear shots really to do much.
Yeah, you still got the outdated scenario card.
Yeah.
Because mine shows three of the TACRAM and I have 15 of the first line squads instead of 14.
So you had 3 of those and 15. Yeah, I think they beefed that up a little bit because if you look at the play record, it's of this version, the old version. I don't have the new one scanned. It was, I think it favored the Hungarians. So I think when they reprinted it for the second edition of Doom Battalion, or which did this come from? Armies of Oblivion or Doom Battalions?
No, Army of Oblivions.
Yeah. Anyway, they reprinted it and they beefed it up a little bit for the Romanians for that exact reason, I think. The scenario, there's not much for special scenario rules. Some overlays, no quarters in effect for both sides. Again, they hated each other. And hand-to-hand combat was an option. It was allowed. Your Stugs didn't have APCR, and crews couldn't basically abandon their vehicles except for your half tracks, as long as you did it before turn 7. Advantages and disadvantages. Where is it?
Mm-hmm.
There they are. I set up. These are the same color, but
yeah,
I set up. Yeah,
like,
that was. Yeah, our eyes were bleeding towards the end when we played this.
Yeah.
Hungarians first. Advantages. I'm in stone buildings, which are pain to ferret guys out of. Victory conditions. I think there are 12 buildings, stone buildings. You have to capture 10 of them. So in essence, I only have to hold 3 for you to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have concealment both from just being out of line of sight at the beginning, plus I get concealment counters. Big disadvantages of red to hit numbers. It's a pain in the butt. Roar balance of both the old and the new version. There are hardly any playings of the updated version, but combined there's 39 for the Hungarians.
Romanian advantages, the Stugs. There's 2 Stugs. Yeah, they're probably the best AFEs on the battlefield.
Yeah, for sure.
In this scenario. and I ended up losing one to lucky die roll you had.
Yes.
No, they were disadvantages. Capture the 10 buildings.
Right.
I know stone buildings, and it's like you defending those stone buildings. It's tough to work through that many stone buildings.
Plus, as we'll see here in a minute, they're spread out across the whole length of the map. They're not like localized in the center.
Right. Yeah, 23 roar bounce, 23 wins for the Romanians.
So I don't know about the old version. Obviously, probably Hungarian, skewed to Hungarian. The new version, I don't know because I think I recorded the third or fourth playing of the new version on record once we finish this. So who knows?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at setup. So here's the overall map zoomed out, and you can see here in the center, these are the stone buildings on board 49. There are 12, and you need to capture 10 of them. And they're spread out all the way from left to right on board 49. I set up my anti-tank guns, which they're hidden here on the hill. So there's orchards on the hill, kind of to give, covered arcs covering the village and your entrance like this. In hindsight, putting them there, every shot I took was a long shot. If I took shots, in this area or in this area, obviously not behind the hill, but anywhere, like this, that I could actually see you. I think I need anywhere moving. I think I needed like 2s and 3s to hit you. And I think I fired too early. I should have waited or placed them down in the village to cover roads. But I put them up on the hill. As we'll see, they didn't have much of an effect on the game. Really, they had almost zero impact. They were kind of useless. So if you're watching this video and you're playing this scenario and you're the Hungarians, think hard about putting them on the hill or waiting late to fire until the Hungarians are, down in here somewhere and you have a line of sight. Other than that, I set up, in the core here, not too far forward, not in the wooden buildings up front. I set up all in up front. My main fire bases were here at a medium, couple squads and a leader, and then a heavy here. And then over on this side, this is basically my left side, your right side, weak. I had no intent of holding any of those buildings. I basically have two half squads and a crew with a mortar and dummies on this side. My intent was this was my fallback right here, these 5 buildings. If I could hold 3 of those 5 at the end, I'd end up being victorious. So that was my setup.
That was a good setup, actually. Yeah. I think you analyzed the whole thing pretty good.
Thank you, Vlad.
Well, yeah. My attack plan, as usual, I didn't really have much of an attack plan. And you're spread out. I'd have no idea. Like if I had known your left flank, my right flank was so weak, maybe I would have pushed more that way. But instead, I decided to just kind of try and go right up the middle with, I guess, with the majority. Yeah, right down the main road. I did have like a platoon, four squads and a leader, I think, on the left to try and push up that side. Yeah, And I had 2 anti-tank guns with trucks, and I had no idea what to do with those. I think one of them I set up in the middle, just to try and shooting right down that road where I'm attacking to cut the map in half, basically.
Yeah, which worked pretty well. It kept me on my toes.
And the other one I didn't know what to do with. I ended up towing it to that intersection on the left, kind of to help protect my flank, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know, towing anti-tank guns with trucks around the board.
Plus, it gave you a line of fire up that road as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. On your left side, were you planning on going, once you got into those woods, say, in that area, were you planning on going up like this or up like, like this? Or were you going to
I
decide
didn't
when
really.
you got
I
there?
don't know. I had no idea. I was waiting to see what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I guess both in a way. I mean, my part of my original plan was to maybe get that one stone building on the far left with those guys, and then push in on your flank from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as it turned out, they got kind of stymied. I ended up having to try and go up the other way.
Over on the right?
No, on the left. Instead of going way
Oh
left,
yeah,
I
yeah.
went.
Going this
Ended up
way.
trying to
Yeah.
go up this way.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because this area here is this is a no man's land here.
It turned out that way. Well, that was part of your main defense was right in there, which I didn't really know. So yeah.
Yeah, I had a mortar here and a medium here with a 8-1 leader, I think. So yeah, running through that open was probably not an option.
That's weird.
And then all your reinforcements. Well, I didn't even
Yeah.
talk about my reinforcement. My reinforcements can come along anywhere along the north, the top of the board. Yours have to come across this bridge, right?
Yeah.
They have to come in like this.
Yeah, they come in. Well, the Stugs and the armored car come in on turn 1, and then I got 5 squads, leader, 5 half tracks coming turn 2, and then the crappy self-propelled guns on turn 3.
Klop.
And like I said, I didn't really have a plan for the reinforcements. It was just, see what was happening, and I mean, because you got options, right? So you go left, right, up the middle.
Yeah, ready to kick it off.
Yep.
Romanians, you go first. Yeah, let's kick it off here. You start on the left. I'm taking a shot early. No, that was a strip concealment. That's what that was.
Yeah. Yeah, you had pretty good fire discipline. You didn't really want to lose your concealment at all.
I did not have good fire discipline over on the right here. My 2 half squads. My intent was to just leave them concealed and just run around the building and force you to try to figure out what they were, but I actually fired them at some point, which was probably dumb, but oh well. ASL making dumb decisions. Name a more iconic duo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing my Panzer IVs down the main drag there. Doing a little armored assault.
Yeah. I think we screwed this up here. I think that line of sight I shot there. I think that line of sight was actually blocked. I could have swore we checked it, but we figured it out later. But we made a little tweak that that we both agreed to. It's fine because the game had progressed a ways. Oh, there's a Snake Eyes morale check. Oh, did you get it? Oh, they went berserk. Yeah.
Oh yeah, God,
Everything went berserk here.
Yeah. They get vaporized here by your heavy.
Yeah.
I pretty much ran right into your heavy machine gun there.
If there was a heated battle roll in this game, I think everything went berserk every time.
Well, plus, access miners +3. Most time they were several times they were broken, so it's like +4.
Yep.
And it's no quarter, so they're not going to surrender. So it's yeah. Basically, all you had to roll a 5 or less to not go berserk.
Yeah, yeah. I brought your Stugs on. I wasn't sure where you were going with those because you're heading right towards
Neither
the
was
gully.
I didn't. Yeah, neither was I.
There's your gun set up in the road there. Kind of caught you in the trees down there with my mortar.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
I had, especially early on, but throughout most of the game, I had a hard time making any morale check at all. At least that's the way it felt. But
A lot of tricky line of sights in this setup, and you seem to find them. A lot of times you'd be like, "Yeah, I'll take a shot," and I'd be like, "Really? That's clear?" That's stuff I just would not see. Most of the time involving, I think, your anti-tank guns and some of your vehicles.
yeah, I was trying to be a little cautious. Moving up the middle, I was, but right there, I mean, I just couldn't make a morale check. I tried to go up the middle twice. I even laid some smoke down, and it just didn't help. I
Yeah,
couldn't go anywhere. I tried up the middle twice. And
yeah, I think, yeah, you did armored assault up the road into my heavy and a light on either side, and it wasn't working. I think you eventually said, "Screw this, I'm firing smoke."
yeah, I fired. I was trying to get into that where your heavy was. Laid some smoke on that where that wooden building is in front of you, but and I think you. Uh, yeah, you're in it. I had my 2 Stugs there, but I was nervous about your anti-tank. I think you
Yeah,
take a
I
shot.
think we're talking about line of sight. Did I take a shot? Yeah, I did take a shot. Yeah, he's on board. Yeah, I probably needed like a frickin' 3 to hit you or something. I mean, small
So
target,
yeah, that made me.
range, and all kinds
Yeah,
of stuff.
yeah, that kind of made me nervous.
Bringing on my, what are these called? Zinries or
Oh, the ones with the 105.
Zrinyi. Yeah, the 105. They're actually not too bad. They have no turret. They have no machine guns, but a 105 is fairly
Yeah.
effective against armor and really good against infantry. But I didn't get a lot of chance to fire the infantry. It's just once you get into the town there, the village, it's just so tight trying to maneuver and shoot. But I basically brought him in to cover the roads, either from your armor coming up or your infantry coming up. So this is what I'm positioning them to do now. Just spread them out, 3 of them. Scroll back down a little bit, back to the action here. Oh, my mortar broke over on the right already. Yeah, so I backed out of the lumber yard there that I was firing from. Oh, and your damn armored car. Yeah, basically had 8
Yeah,
firepower.
8 firepower. So yeah, it's as long as it doesn't get shot at, it's pretty effective. Got nothing for armor.
No, yeah. And you kept it hanging back for quite a while, harassing me with 8 firepower. On to turn 2. I'm. Yeah. See that? This 24 range shot? Yeah, I wasn't going
Yeah.
to hit anything. I shot my anti-tank guns too early. They also had special ammo that worked really well at close range. I should have put them somewhere down in the village here. I don't know.
Yeah, you could have shot someplace to shoot down the left or right down the road or somewhere there. But I mean,
there's your smoke.
firing some smoke. This is like my second attempt now, trying to get up the middle. Anti-tank guns work great until basically you get like a couple shots with them. But once they're revealed,
yeah, which this one is on the upper right, and you're homing in with your mortars. I think that's the only reason the mortars are put in the game is to shoot at the anti-tank guns that they're put on the hill, and
yeah,
which
they're not
works
gonna
for
do
you
anything else. Yeah.
here shortly. Well, now you got your smoke in the center. You're probably going to start pushing up with Barbu.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you were trying to take a shot at my Stug there. I think you missed.
Yeah, it was a rear shot, and yeah, moving range, small size. I couldn't hit it.
Well, I was trying to use my all my AFVs. I wanted to use them for infantry support,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to be kind of cautious with them, but it's
Yeah.
just like always. At some point, you just you kind of lose your mind and you just start driving all over the
Just
place.
randomly driving. Yeah, you split up your Stugs. They're heading out to the flanks. Oh, you're moving in on me there, the smoke. I think I ended up broken the guy trying to sneak in there.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it's
you're bringing your. Let me scoot down. I think you're bringing your half tracks in. Yeah.
oh yeah. I didn't really know what to do with those. Again, I didn't have much of a plan. I thought uh, the way things were shaping up, I thought I'd just ended up bringing them in on the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got 5 squads. I guess it kind of worked out for me because it drew, even though I didn't really have anything, over here. It pulled 5 of your, I guess, your best squads way over to the right, which kind of delayed you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still trying to work that middle, but
And we both had Panzerfaust capability. It was pretty slim. I don't think one. No,
no,
I think we
nobody.
had availability a few times, but nothing ever hit. Never really came into play, even though we tried. I probably tried more than you.
Yeah, I only tried a couple times. I don't think I even got one.
Yeah.
You needed to roll a 2, I think, for a
Yeah.
squad.
A 2 for a squad, a 1 for a half squad. Crews couldn't even try.
Your anti-tank guns were making me pretty nervous, though.
Did you kill that one yet? No, not yet. Why were they making you nervous? They're 40L shooting like 20 hexes. I couldn't hit a damn thing.
Well, I didn't have most of mine stuffed. I mean, other than the Stugs, the Panzer IVs only had a 6 front armor.
Yeah. I got a critical hit with something. Where was that? Two hit. I don't know. I can't remember where that was. Maybe it was a mortar shot somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, is this the shot? No. Oh, but got right. Over on the left there, you're actually moving in pretty close. Pretty. No, that's me. God, see, I'm already screwing up
Yeah.
the counters. Like, I don't remember you getting that close over there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I made creep in kind of close on the left, but then it was just like, well, now what I do? It's like I'd have to run across open ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it really didn't take long for the entire attack to just kind of stall out.
Yeah,
It's
you were
hard
hung
to
up.
get.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, yeah, hung up in the middle. Like it was hard to gain traction.
You were hung up there for a while, and in this area for a while.
Yeah.
It's kind of, spun their wheels there for a while.
And the guys on the right, the reinforcement half tracks, once they got in position, they made pretty short work of it. But it took, 2 turns for them to get into position, driving all the way up.
Yeah. Okay, look at those rolls over there. Can you see them?
Oh, yeah. Back-to-back snakes.
Yeah. So you
Come
took
on.
out. I don't know. Is
Why
that a
do I have 3-2 hit rolls?
is that a glitch? Yeah, maybe that was a glitch. But you did get a critical hit on that gun, which instantly took it out up on the top there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they were going to break eventually. I mean, you were just pounding them with mortar. That's all you were firing at with those guys.
Well, yeah, they don't have any smoke capability. There's nothing.
No.
You're going to fire at you and stone building, 2 plus 3.
And they're 5 portage. So
Yeah,
it's
try to.
either, yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I backed my whatever this Zerini off around the corner. I don't know. I think I was going to try to shoot at your mortar guys or shoot at your half tracks coming in through that woods road
yeah.
there. Although I
Well, you end up
exposed my
taking a half
rear.
track out. Yeah.
Yeah. After you disembarked, which was a new thing we kind of learned.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did some serious rule diving in this scenario.
Uh, flank me with your stug over on the right. Yeah. Yeah, you just disembarked. Yeah, to take a shot, which is what we learned. If you're not moving, like if the half track is just sitting there and you announce that you're disembarking and I
Yeah.
announce I'm firing, you get to disembark before the shot goes off. So you basically bailed out and I blew up your half track. Now,
Well,
if
yeah.
you were moving and you expended one, then I could say stop and fire because it's a separate movement point expenditure.
Right. The half track has to expend 1 MP, but you can do it before you do a start MP. So.
Yep. So now you got a wreck sitting there kind of clogging up the road. And I had no rate of fire. I might have intensive fired my Zerini there.
Yeah.
No, he's not marked intensive fire, but he has no rate of fire, so I didn't get a second shot unless I tried to intensive fire, which I did Actually, quite a few times. I moved my other one in stationary bypass here to try to
Yeah,
get
you,
sh- shots like this.
you like that vehicle bypass
I don't know
stationary
if I
bypass.
like it because, especially with these turretless things, you can't turn.
Change.
Yeah, you can't change a turret cover arc. You can't even change vehicle covered arc when you're in bypass. So once these guys are in bypass, you have to like either back out or move forward. You can't like spin around and shoot at anyone,
Yeah.
regardless of penalty. You can't do it. You're kind of stuck.
Yeah, I got my half tracks just driving all the place. I took 3 of them up the road and then 2 more to try and circle all the way around your flank.
Yeah, those two that are going around kind of surprised me. I'm like, oh, where's he going? Oh,
Well, I think at this point, part of my plan was to try and get around behind you, as best I could, to either encircle somebody or cut off your route paths or
you brought your which yeah you did to some
oh,
success. You brought your those Panzer fours
yeah.
behind my Zrini, which is basically stuck in bypass, which is unfortunate for him. Uh, my only saving grace is I have those a bunch of 40Ls coming on next turn, but I screwed the
Mhm.
pooch on executing that too.
Well, yeah, this is like so my attacks like stalled twice in the middle, and so it was at this point I kind of threw caution to the wind, and I just started tearing up the
Yeah,
road with my Panzer fours.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, you went up like this,
You were
and you
trying to get Panzerfaust shots all over at me, and
yeah, I tried street fighting somewhere,
hmm
maybe here. Yeah, and I was trying Panzerfaust, nothing. Just driving by me. Couldn't get anything going.
yeah, but those your 105s were starting to make me nervous too. I mean, that's a lot of firepower. So
Oh, and then you brought your TACAMs on over here. Kind of missed them coming on the
yeah,
bridge
I
and
didn't
coming
really know
around.
what to do with those because those are just weakly armored, open top, self-propelled guns. It's like I don't
Yeah, with low ammo and
AP5. Yeah.
AP5. Yeah.
So
We're still duking it out here in the center, right here. But you'll get a foothold here shortly, I think.
oh, it takes a long time. And we're on turn 3.
Yeah, here I
I
fired.
don't, I don't remember what it was. Somehow, I eventually got a lucky shot on your tower power there, the heavy, and was able to break.
Yeah, it was just some kind of morale check, and yeah, just failed. Here I took a shot with one of my 137s, which I shouldn't have done. I should have just kept them concealed. That way, when you moved into that building, I moved back. If you try to jump into close combat, maybe I can withdraw, and just have you chase me around. I probably should have just stuck to my plan, but I didn't. Oh, you just fired at this guy here.
Mm-hmm.
Missed, but he got acquisition. I knew his days were numbered. Same with the other Panzer IV.
I just got more broke guys in the middle though. Every time I tried to move them up, they would break. You'd get some kind of shot on them, and I just couldn't.
Have to pull back. This over here was getting me a little concerned.
My fire group, yeah.
Yeah, 12 firepower all spread out like that. It was, yeah, I was getting a little paranoid. Because you push back my my mortar guy here. He broke, and I had to
Yeah.
run away.
Well, I've got the armored car kind of pinning you down, and then I'm thinking if I could break your stack with your leader and your medium,
Goose
I could,
there, yeah.
yeah, if I could break Goose and the medium, I could basically, you
Yeah,
know,
if you took
crunch
Goose
in on
out,
your flank there. Yeah.
you would just, yeah, you could just swarm up through here like this.
Yeah.
That was pretty. Goose was kind of holding down the fort over there. Oh, here's my Zrini spins and takes a shot at your Panzer IV over there.
Yeah, I think you hit him.
Oops. Yeah, hit and yep, got a kill on him. Got lucky spinning.
Yeah, that was a bummer. Panzer IVs were pretty good infantry support.
Yeah, you got 8 firepower machine guns.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I got kind of reckless with them. I mean, I don't know.
Moving my other guy over, my Zrini. Oh yeah, I wanted to take out that damn armored car with his roaming 8 firepower. And he sneaks away later. I couldn't get him. Okay, here I'm bringing in my 40 Ls. And my goal was to basically come in and swarm this Panzer IV. I took this Panzer IV out, got lucky,
Yeah.
but my goal was to just swarm this guy and rear shot him. And I screwed it up because I was going to come in with each one and do bounding fire. You know, come in, stop, fire, like boom. At least to get acquisition, or if I get lucky, right? 3 luck shots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I move this guy in. Okay, I'll move my next one in. I forgot to take damn shots, the bounding fire shots. God. I think the last one I remembered and took a shot, so I totally screwed that up. I bring this guy in. Oh yeah, that's when I remembered. Like, oh shit. Then I start taking bounding shots. Then I bring this guy in and yeah, side shot. I got my sights on that Panzer IV. Well,
Well, I
I'm
really
trying to
wanted
save my
your.
Zrini there, but I didn't do it.
Yeah, I really wanted that thing, and then I was hoping I could just get lucky. With your reinforcements, but
Then I brought my other 275 short barrel 75s. I don't remember what they are.
they're similar to mine. They were.
Turin 2s.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have good machine gun. They have 8 firepower machine gun, but
Oh yeah.
they just have a 75 star, so not great main armament.
It was good enough though.
Yeah, over here you mean? Well,
Yeah.
anything would have been good enough with what I rolled, I guess. Yeah, over on the right, you're getting a toehold. We're only on turn 3. I need to speed up the log file here.
Oh wow, this game took forever.
Yeah, I meant to mention that during when we were looking at the scenario card. I think what was the term you said? It looks small and but plays long or something like that. And you look at the
Yeah.
scenario, it's like, it doesn't look too bad, but yeah, it played at least for us, it played really long. Oh yeah, I got a critical hit over here. That's what
Yeah.
got super lucky on that. Took it
Smoked
out.
my other Stug. Wasn't that kind of, that hurt. I wasn't expecting that.
No. Yeah, me neither. I was expecting to keep you honest over there. Maybe get lucky, but oh, there's the armor battle in the middle. Yeah, you took out my other Zinri. He's burning in bypass.
Oh yeah, I smoked him. And I was hoping I'd get rate and I could spin around. I mean, I was able to. I think I ended up intensive firing and stuff, and I spun around, but you just had too many other tanks there.
Yeah. Yeah, you spun your whole vehicle covered arc just to get your full armor facing instead of just your turret, which exposed your side rear to this guy, but I guess that's better than exposing your rear to
Yeah,
those other three.
worst of two evils. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the thing was only like a 40, so I wouldn't have taken too much to escape that, but yeah, I mean, we played this scenario for like almost 6 weeks, I think.
Yeah, many
Forever.
sessions. It was really slow. I don't know if it's us or the scenarios or the scenario. Both.
Us mostly.
You smoked one of my 40Ls up there. You intensive
Fired.
fired. Must have missed. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're desperate. You're like, fire.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but moving in on the building on the right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're in, and I'm just kind of scrambling, trying to just delay you. You're in the building
But
in
I
the center
mean,
too.
yeah. Well, we're about halfway through the game, and I don't do I?
You haven't captured anything yet officially. You're
Yeah.
in some buildings. Oh, trying to flank me with your Stug here.
Yeah. Take out your other Surini, one of the other ones.
Zerini, yeah. Got my little note here because I had a I had a squad back here as backup in case my mortar squad broke to move in to take the mortar, and I moved in and forgot to take it to try to recover it. So I left myself a little note there. I hate it when I do that, especially when I plan to do it. I actually planned, I had a reserve guy to jump in and grab the mortar, and I forgot to check to pick it up. I might have fired. Yeah, I fired at your armor car there with my Zrini and missed. Got acquisition. And I'm like, okay, you're gonna spend one to start, and I'm gonna smoke that guy. Nope, nope. Which is probably gonna happen here any second. You're just gonna drive
And
away.
you wounded my best leader,
Dragos,
Drago.
wounded and heroic. He's just gimping along.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, it's like I gotta start. I had to really start hustling because I'm halfway through the game. And
Oops, you started trying to push your gun up the road there too.
yeah.
Yeah, got a little ways, but I think he might have taken a few shots the rest of the game, but I don't think he really did much.
Well, he ends up taking out the.
Oh yeah, God, yeah, that was
My
one of those.
armored car was able to escape down
Yeah,
the road a couple of hexes.
I took a shot. What did I roll? 10. Sweet. Yeah, I missed. You just drove away.
I'm bringing my three other self-propelled guns up on the left there.
I should have intensive fired there. Surprised I didn't, because you were facing this way, I believe, right? So you had to one to start, and then you had to change your cover arc. I should have intensive fired. Take that SOB out, but I didn't. Oh yeah, here come your sweet TACAMs, or no,
Seconds.
uh, yeah, TACAMs.
But I'm trying to push a little on the left.
They don't even have good machine guns. They have a 2 AA gun,
Yeah, that's it. It's just garbage.
Oh, what I do? Oh, I malfunctioned my main armament here. Yeah, right when I needed it the most, malfunctioned. Or did I? I must have intensified. That's my fault then. I was
No.
desperate. I was desperate.
You flamed my, or you killed my Panzer IV
Oh
top. I
yeah, yeah,
missed
yeah.
that.
I think this guy to the right got him
Yeah, shot
on
him
a
in that.
side shot.
Shot him in the ass.
Yep. I lost one. I guess it didn't work out too bad trying to swarm it. I lost one and wasn't able to save my other Zinri here, but I guess it didn't work out too bad.
No.
I really wanted to get your other Stug though. If I could do that, I'd be feeling pretty comfortable as far as dealing with your armor. I wasn't too worried about your TACAMs on the left. And your armored car.
Yeah, no. The armored car was. I think I took a couple shots with the 20L, but 20 is like, even with a rear shot.
You're you pretty much got this secured, this area now. Took out my crew. My other guys are on the run.
Yeah.
And you're about to move into that central building. You broke my guys. They routed back.
Yeah, it's taken forever, but I mean, I'm slowly starting to make a little progress.
Stunned your TACAM here
Yeah,
with
the medium, I think.
is
Yeah,
it the medium?
I think
No.
so. With Goose.
Oh, you were crew exposed. That's what it was. I
Well, they
thought,
have to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was thinking took a 2 hit roll with the gun and they can't stun. So yeah, I was firing at your crew exposed guys. That's how they got the stun.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't fire the thing unless you're CE. I'm actually starting to move guys a little bit now to readjust some things.
You're getting ready to. You're kind of setting up to fall back to the Alamo.
Yeah, yeah, it's in my head now. I need to start pulling back to my Alamo, as you call it, my fortress that I need to set up.
Fortress of Solitude.
Kind of moving my armor closer into it. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is my favorite part.
Oh,
Okay, you got to remember.
yeah.
You
That
ever anti?
little those Romanian anti-tank gun crew's been
Yeah.
sitting there the whole game, salivating,
Yep.
staring through their gun sight,
So
just waiting to squeeze the trigger.
my thought is, okay, I'm going to be moving, expending 1 movement point, range of
Yeah.
13. I don't know. You needed like a 4 or something. I was like, that's pretty low risk. I need to dash across this road to get some more armor over on the left. I got this. I got this. You check it. You rolled a 5. You must have
5.
needed a 5 to hit. Or no, maybe it was the second guy that you get. Okay. He gets through. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling lucky.
Oh, no, I hit him. I rolled. Look at my 2 kill.
Oh, I did. I forgot about that. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking dead. Yeah.
So yeah, I try to sneak this. Must be this other guy. I'm trying to position this 40 millimeter guy here and bypass, but I think yeah, here we go. He's going to do the same thing. There you go. 4. That's what you
Yeah.
needed, I think. 4 or 5. This time, yeah, you smoked them. So you theoretically should have had two dead to rights, as you said, when we were playing there,
Mm-hmm.
other than that dud. And they're both on fire naturally.
Then we ended up with a little bit of fire in this game.
Yeah, there were some buildings on fire eventually too, from spreading bypass. Things right where bypass catching fire. Turn 4. We're already at 51 minutes. Gotta speed up.
Yeah. I mean, I just struggled the whole game to get anything. I mean, eventually, just slowly started gaining ground. It's just too long.
Oh, I just noticed up here, my other anti-tank gun revealed he fired at something. I don't even remember, and it broke.
Two hit
It just
boxcar.
broke down. And then later I tried to repair it and I rolled 6, so it was gone. That's another thing I learned. When a gun is
Eliminated.
eliminated, disabled, whatever, permanently out of the game, the crew loses emplacement, which makes no sense to me. I mean,
It's a little strange.
yeah, the gun, it's not like you got a critical hit like the other one. The gun just broke down and is gone. It's not like the emplacement of it. It's still there. It's just something happened to it. But yeah,
Ran out of ammo or something. Yeah.
emplacement goes away. I thought that was kind of strange because we had to look it up. Oh, it
Well,
malfunctioned.
we had to look up the wreck blaze and bypass deal too.
Yeah, that was a little. We had to get an answer from Perry on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how the smoke worked with it. I understand the rules. It's pretty clear how a wreck works in bypass as far as hindrance, but
Yeah.
it doesn't talk about smoke really.
Doesn't talk about the blaze. No.
The smoke created by the blaze. Yeah, it talks about spreading of the blaze, but not any hindrances involved. It kind
Right.
of glossed over that. Oh, here you go. I know what you're doing here. Getting sneaky. Trying to get behind me. Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, I got to start making something. But yeah, try and cut off some route pass. Oh, I took out your other Zunini or whatever. Stug.
Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah. Yeah. I think I actually repaired that. I missed it. I might have repaired it, but it didn't matter. You smoked me. All you need is a hit with that 75L.
And I was gonna go around behind this other 40, but then I started thinking. Well, I looked at the 40 to kill, and it's like you couldn't even.
Think of
That
the
Stug, I had 8 armor, so
think of the base is 9 on a 40. Yeah. And I was gonna try to. I couldn't kill unless I rolled snake eyes. I was gonna try to deliberately immobilize it here, but I never got the chance. I forget what happened. Even that would be a long shot. Goose is still
well, I
holding out
mean,
here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's my turn 5, and I still haven't captured any buildings. I mean, oh, I
Technically,
got one right there.
yeah, you
Yeah,
got this one here. Yeah, you got one, and you're gonna have this one and that one. Well, you got this one because that's a dummy stack. You don't know it. You
yeah.
suspect it, but yeah, you'll have what, one, two, three, 4 buildings here very shortly. Yeah, you bailed
I
on
don't
your
know.
mortars.
Yeah,
My
I needed
anti-tank guns
the
were guns, so you're like, screw it,
yeah, I need the manpower.
leaving this boat anchors. Look at
Well,
those
I
dice
moved one
spot
of my
rolls.
yeah.
Nice.
12, 9, 11, 10, 10.
Oh, your TACAMs trying to flank me? Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah,
Up in the upper left there.
uh, that didn't work out too good either.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you do with those. I mean, yeah, you're he took a shot, to get around behind me, but once I spun around, and
Yeah.
if you didn't roll good enough to get AP, uh,
Yeah.
yeah, they were
Forget about it.
toast pretty much. Because the HE to kill is like a 7, and I have armor of 6. Oh, then you mouthed it. Surprise!
Yeah.
Mouthed.
Uh, well, yeah. I mean, at this point, it's my turn 5, but my attack on the left is pretty much just shattered.
Yeah.
Ended up with 1. I think we missed the part where I got across the road there on the left. It was
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
you dashed across, and I was like firing, got nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. It was just a gauntlet, but they made it across. But they didn't end up not. They didn't stay there too long. So
Yeah. I think I broke my medium trying to shoot it. That didn't help. I probably rolled a 12, which means I was final fired and it broke. Yeah. That was not optimal for me.
yeah, I was kind of hoping to get a foothold over there on the left, and maybe get a Panzerfaust and take out uh, both your tanks or something. But
I got a berserk guy from somewhere.
on you, yeah.
Oh, this berserk guy. This one actually worked out for me because they made it in. Did you have to final protective fire? I forget. I made it in, and then I advancing fired on them and killed them, and then they went back to normal. They didn't have to like jump into close combat with anyone.
Well, wasn't there earlier in the game too? I think we missed it. My anti-tank and the one in the middle, down low,
Uh-huh.
took a shot at one of your guys in the building there, like where your mortar crew was. Remember? And I got a critical hit,
Oh,
but all it did was battle harden him.
I don't remember, but yeah, something weird like that happened. You were
It's
pissed.
like, oh my god, yeah,
Oh, here's my stupid move of the game.
yeah,
So I'm moving my 40L, whatever this is, I'm stationary in bypass. I'm like, yeah, I got this armored car.
you really wanted that armored car bad.
He's toast. Low risk, really. Me, not again, not seeing lines as high, and you see it, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna take a shot with my anti-tank
Freeze,
gun
Gopher.
right to this vehicle covered arc vertex, which I didn't
Yeah,
see
focal point.
the focal
Yeah,
point. Either I didn't see it, or just my brain wasn't thinking. And I could have left them back. Could have left them back
yeah,
here, right?
right. Yeah, but
And
you had
and pretty much had
bloodlust.
the same shot, similar type shot. Nah, I'm driving right up next to this SOB. Didn't work out. You get a shot, boom, another burning wreck and bypass.
Well, I was looking at it. I was looking at when you're moving, and I can't see him. And then you kind of hesitate, and you kind of act like you're going to move one more hex, adjacent. Oh
You're
God,
like,
I
do it.
can see that. I can do it, do it, do it. And then you're like, no, and then you're like, yeah, screw it. And I'm like, okay.
Famous last words. Screw it. Yeah, screw it. I'm falling back over here. Falling back on it's time to reinforce the Alamo.
Alamo,
Goose is
Alamo,
bugged
Alamo,
out.
Alamo.
Yeah,
Well, like, yeah, everything on my left just fell apart.
there you smoked him. My other tank on the top, that 40 millimeter, snuck across. I think he missed it, a hit by
Yeah, I
one.
shot.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I had the smoke hindrance now.
yeah. You
It's
almost
too
got
much.
him too. Sniper's been bouncing around. You killed one of my leaders, and there's some various broken things around.
Well, yeah, this is your turn 5. I mean, we get to my turn 6, and I mean, I was seriously contemplating throwing in the towel by turn 6 because it's just running out of time.
Oh, your left
I
side
didn't have a
is
lot left.
decimated.
Yeah, I got broken guys everywhere. Really, I mean.
And 1 leader, I think, over on the left. So those guys weren't going to self-rally, probably. You need a leader around. Oh, I fired smoke on your Stug. That saved this Zinri's butt.
Yeah, you got lucky there with the
I'm
smoke
like,
round.
I can't. I'm just going to fire smoke on that thing.
Yeah, I don't think I even tried to fire out of the smoke. I ended up just backing him up and going up around top.
Yep, bailed out.
Yeah, but you've like right now you've got your right flank, well anchored.
Yeah, I've got what, my 2 tanks with good machine guns. You've got that mouthed tac am. The other one's got a low ammo counter on it, which means I think if you rolled a 9 or 10,
10.
it
Yeah.
broke. If you rolled an 11 or 12, it was going to be recalled probably because of
Yep.
something like that. Yeah. So what's this other one had? And this other one doesn't have AP5, so I wasn't really worried about him either. Yeah.
No.
I took out your other one up there, your mouthed. Put him out of his misery.
Yeah, it's my turn 6. I mean, it's just basically just time to start throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks.
See if you get lucky. Armored car. I took a shot with my Zinri there, which would have obliterated it, but missed. You got the building on the right. Finally cleared it out.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing your half tracks over, probably to support your left flank.
I didn't really utilize my half tracks as probably as well as I could have, but they had a 3 firepower AA gun on them, but
Oh yeah, which comes down to 2. That can't do it. Plus, they have to be CE. I think I took a shot at your crew exposed here. Whoops. Here. Oh. What the? Can you see that?
killed it. Yeah.
Oh crap. What happened? Ooh,
There you go.
I think this. Okay, I'll stop drawing. I won't use
There you
that.
go.
Something got screwed up. Yeah, I took a shot over here on the left at your TACAM. Their crew exposed.
Mm-hmm.
You must have failed the morale check or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
that
I couldn't make a morale check the whole game hardly.
stunned
So
and
yeah,
buttoned up. Yeah.
even with an 8 morale, I couldn't. Stuff.
Took out your sneaky half track on top. Then I was going to spin and take a shot at your armored car later. Or did I do that? No, not yet.
I think my dice started to get a little hotter than yours towards the end, which kind of helped me a little, but
Yeah,
it
we'll
was
see here
probably
in a minute because we're
it
getting
was
the fat ladies warming up.
too little, too late.
Yeah, I'm consolidating. I put Goose out in the road there. I think I
Yeah,
advanced him out
Mhm.
with the medium just to cover the road. I took the risk.
Well, and you bring your tank down with the 8 firepower machine
Mm-hmm.
gun. You really had the road cut pretty good. It was going to make life for me difficult across that road.
Yeah, I brought this guy down to cover, try to take your half tracks out, even though I wasn't too worried about him. This guy and the medium to cover the road, and then the Zinri to cover anything you brought down this way potentially. Or across the road here, infantry. I think he mouthed. later though.
Yeah, I think you rolled more boxcars than I. We'll see.
I rolled a lot of freaking boxcars, but breakdown on all the support weapons, breakdown was 11. Tons of broken down support weapons, but we also had a lot of mouth main armament too. That was a 12. Those were 12s. Well, maybe not. Maybe you had 11s on these things. Yeah, the TACAM. My turn 6. Yeah, we're getting near the end. Your turn 7. I think you were just trying to see what was going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, it got to the point where I actually had a chance, but I just didn't really have the manpower,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to push it back a little bit. I still needed to get, I think, like 3 more buildings.
Let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think you got this one, 6.
Yeah,
So
6.
you would have needed 4 from these and this one. This one was pretty much out of
Well,
reach, I think,
yeah.
on the left.
I think at the very end I needed 3 more, but yeah, I'm kind of
Making a run.
making my dash.
Oh, right there. You're stug, but I malfunctioned my damn gun earlier. That's the whole reason I kind of moved them there to keep you honest, but you were able to just drive down. Not sure what you were going to do. You just brought them right into the heat of the action.
Well, I wanted to get him down on the road. Ran out of him. Take a shot at your tank to the left there.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah, you didn't have enough movement points,
Mm-mm.
and you didn't try ESB. You did. You had before, but you didn't that time.
Well, I thought about it. I think it would have been like in order to do what I want,
Oh, yeah,
+5 or
yeah.
something.
It was pretty risky.
+6 maybe.
What you needed, yeah.
Oh, you roll box cards again on
Nice.
fire table.
You might throw in the towel after my next rally phase. I'm not sure. Rally phase. I think we're. Oh, we forgot to do spreading fire. We do it now. Yeah, stuff's catching on fire. Too much damage. Yeah, I've consolidated in those 5 buildings. Oh,
Well, yeah,
this berserk guy here screwed up your plans a
yeah,
little too.
yeah. I think we had 3 berserk guys on this last turn, didn't we?
I see 2. I don't remember the
Well, I
third
got
one.
one in the road. I got one in the road. And
This guy's charging. He gets reduced. Yeah, because I think that forced you knew who you were gonna fire these guys at. Now you had to
yeah,
make a choice. You didn't have,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, and then my guys on the left, by Goose, they broke.
Oh, that's it. You threw in the towel.
Yeah, it was pointless at this. It wasn't.
Yeah, so
I still needed.
you got this building here. So you got
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 3 more of the
right.
6 remaining, right?
I
No,
needed
5
that one
remaining.
right. I would have had to. You still had a squad on the first floor of that one that I would have had to spend resources to get
This one
on
here.
the last. Yeah, on the last turn,
Yeah.
and then I wouldn't have been able to. I didn't have enough guys to really go for the other 2, and it was just too much.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
Interesting game though.
It was fun.
A lot going on. There's just stuff everywhere. Just armor flying around, fires breaking out, smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we talked about it. It took forever. I mean, it was still fun. We don't really care how long it takes, but you get that many vehicles involved, and it takes forever.
Let's close out. My drawing program screwed something up. Let's look at the dice. We're at an hour and 11 minutes. Not too bad
Ugh,
for
not too bad.
a fairly big scenario. Where are the dice? Dice. Here? There they are. You are the green. I am the blue. This is overall. You were overall. Let's see. There were 350. No, 652 total rolls in the game.
Hmm.
You overall, you had the slight advantage. Wasn't there something you wanted to look at specifically? Well,
My
overall,
morale checks.
let's see. Overall, your 12s were pretty much right on. Mine were a little high. Your snake eyes
Yeah, pretty even.
were a little higher than mine. This is the interesting thing for the overall rolls. Look at the 7s. Why were they so low? Like, or hard. That should have been the most of
Yeah.
everything, and they were way below normal. Everything else looks okay, but this is kind of weird. The 7s. And then the overall moving average with 20. No, your dice at the end, near the end,
That's yours, isn't it?
kind
The
of. No,
blue?
you're blue. No, I am blue. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
trending down. I had this weird spike at the end. I can't remember what that
All those
was.
boxcars.
Probably. God. 8.8 moving average of 20. That's brutal. I was getting worried probably at that point. Morale checks. Let's see. Pretty close.
Look at all the 8s I rolled.
Holy crap.
Yeah, see? I couldn't make a morale check the whole
Almost double
friggin'
what
game.
14% expected. You had 24%, 10% over normal. Not 10% over, but like probably like 50%
Yeah.
over normal. Look at the snake eyes
Yeah.
for round checks. We
Most
both had a bunch of snake eyes.
most of those came at the very end. Yeah, we had just one heat of battle after the other.
Yeah, those were all berserks probably, every one of them, except your leader. One of your leaders went heroic. About rallies. I had two snake eyes, and those were where my berserk came from. Yeah, probably not enough data there.
Mm-mm.
Infantry fire table, you were hot. 6.6 overall.
Mm.
7.2.
Yeah, rolled a lot of 5s. How about snipers?
There were 146 two-hit rolls.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot. Is that right? I mean, we're firing
Probably.
lots of mortars and rate of fire and lots of vehicles. Yeah, maybe. Um, snipers, that should be, I think, under here. So I don't know how many. Well, that would be under fours. How many fours were rolled? But whenever there was a potential for an activation, I had 6. You had 3. All
Yeah.
3 of yours
Yeah.
were 1s.
That's pretty typical.
I had 3 1s and 3 2s. You took out. I know you killed a leader with one of your 1s, but
We both had the same sand, but yeah,
yeah, we both had 4.
I mean, I sound like a little whiny bitch, but it's like it seems like you always get more activations, and it's just funny. It's strange.
Yeah. Snake Eyes, I had 11. You had 12. Boxcars, I had 6, 7, 11. 14, you had 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I had more boxcars than you. About the
Mm-hmm.
same on Snake Eyes. 2-hit infantry fire table. Most of yours were on infantry fire table and morale check. Mine were kind of spread out even. Most of my boxcars were on 2-hit and infantry fire table. Yeah, I broke a bunch of weapons. Your 12s were all over the place.
Pretty random.
But yeah, I didn't feel I mean, yeah, a game with 700 and 652 rolls, it didn't feel dicey to me because there were so many rolls. Yeah, there were instances where a Snake Eyes or a 12 would impact the game, but I didn't feel that one side or the other had an advantage in a big
No,
game
I
like
didn't feel.
this.
The only thing that I could feel was my morale checks. I just felt like I was rolling high. I just
Yeah, we
couldn't.
both rolled pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you rolled a lot of 8s. Yeah, I rolled a lot of 10s. Crap.
Yeah,
Huh.
way above.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's always interesting to look at the dice to see weird things going on. You ready to play Axis Minor again?
sure,
Allied Minor?
Allied Minor. Yeah, I kind of like. Well, I like early war stuff, but
You like this
it.
Broken Side Morale 4? I guess
Well, yeah, that's
five in
the
this case, but yeah.
yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, you're okay until you break, and then if you get casualty reduced,
Yeah.
half squad, ELR, it seems like their ELR is usually lower, so ELR faster. You get down to a conscript half squad that uh,
They're out. I'm pretty sure these guys sat there the entire game. Same with these
they did.
guys. I think these guys were there for
Well,
most of the game.
they were off a half track, but yeah, the one on the middle, he was there then.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I could have done. Like I said, I just had trouble getting anything going. I think if I'd had played over, I would have shoved everything up.
It's all up through here.
Yeah.
You had to set up. Yeah, you had to set up on this board.
Yeah.
Maybe these things, do they have smoke? No. Maybe
The only thing I
your
had smoke. The Stugs actually had, I think, smoke 8, and the Panzer IVs had smoke 7, 6 or 7. But
maybe start by firing
yeah,
smoke up into here or something. I mean, you could have put one tank here.
yeah,
You probably had them both here. I'm assuming something like that.
yeah. I don't ever utilize the smoke like I should. I try to, but I just
You forget sometimes.
get.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I didn't fire smoke until I fired this. That was just I just mask your stug from killing me. Yeah, because if I went to fire the smoke, you went to move, you would have taken a shot. Probably smoked my stug, which was, I don't know, over here somewhere.
But it's kind of tough for the Romanians to get 10 buildings because, like I said, I mean they're pretty
Yeah,
well spread out. So
that's a pretty tough ask in this scenario because, if the Hungarians play it right, I think the worst thing the Hungarians would do would be to spread everything across all those 12 buildings, right?
yeah, no, you had the right idea. You totally had the right idea. I think if I was the Hungarians and my setup, I probably wouldn't have, probably would have been spread too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then you get guys that can be cut off or taken out. But I set up very light on the fringes and was just in this core area here.
Yeah, that's a good setup.
I knew I was gonna lose these. But I wanted to like just delay you, and then I was gonna fall back to here. I don't know. Maybe I should have put the leader and heavy over here instead, because then they could have fallen back easier. They're kind of cut off on the getting across this road could have been tricky, so I'd probably set them up over here instead. Because they got eliminated. You grabbed the heavy and destroyed it. Didn't want to lug it around. Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know about the gully. I'm trying to use it.
Yeah, no, it's just
too slow.
You mean like to come up or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's a gully if you're in it? Is it 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1. You could go 1. Maybe take it 3-4 turns just to get to here. If you jumped in it over here.
You could probably start where the bridge is or something.
Yeah.
Where the hedge is on the road. But...
Right. Yeah. Yeah, probably pretty slow. I don't know.
Yeah, both sides having that many, tanks and stuff, that makes it tough too. I mean, I can't totally ignore your armor, so it's like, yeah, it's a good idea for the Romanians to try and get in behind you, cut off your route paths and.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not really sure what to do for Romanians to do with those anti-tank guns. You could drag them around, I guess, maybe.
I thought this guy. I mean, you didn't even hook it up. This was your truck. You didn't even hook this guy up. You just set him up there. I mean, like I said, that kept me honest. You took out 1, almost 2, and it made me paranoid about driving anything across that road. Now this guy, other than taking out that 40L vehicle, I don't think he did much really. I think he shot up here once.
Yeah. I'm not trying to hit infantry and building, but that's pretty tough. But I was gonna. I mean, I think it had manhandling 8. I should have been able to push it down that road. I wanted to push it down the road to the intersection, but I just my crew was just too lazy.
They're tired.
Do it.
They're pushed. Yeah. I think the die roll was even, pushing it down a road exercise. So you need to roll an 8 or a 7 to keep going. You rolled an 8 once. I think you went 1 hex, and then other time you couldn't even move it.
Nothing.
You were done.
Yeah.
Manhandle 8, pushing it down the road. It's like 50-50 to get it going.
But yeah, my strategy. I mean, that one stone building on the far left. I mean, I would just forget about that.
This one over here.
For me,
that's an outlier.
I wouldn't even worry about that. I should never went that far left. I should have stayed, more towards the center and right. I think bringing the reinforcements on because they come on turn 2, but it takes them a whole turn to get up across the board. So, but to bring them in on the right, that's probably not too bad idea.
The half track guys,
yeah, and then they can go half tracks. They can dump them off, and then half tracks can go up behind you.
Yeah,
maybe try and encircle cut off some route pass. But yeah, no, you had a good setup. Just your Alamo. Just hold on to those 3 buildings. Forget about everything else.
I think that's key for the Hungarians. You spread out. Get too thin, I think you're doomed. And if you set up too far forward, I think you're doomed too. If you set up, I don't know, in this area somewhere, you're just too far away. You end up routing for your life. If you broke.
Yeah, well, I even had trouble routing a couple times, but Yeah, I mean, I've made that mistake before. You know, you don't want to give up too much ground, so you set up a few guys far, a little far forward, and then you end up like your plan is to fall back, but then you end up, or I end up, oh, one more turn, and then they get cut off, and then they're like, forget about it,
Famous
toast.
last words. Yeah. I'll hold out one more turn. I always have told myself, if you're asking yourself that, it's too late. You should have pulled out, or you should do it immediately.
Yeah,
All right. We should wrap this up.
wrap it,
I'm gonna have to
wrap it
edit
up.
this down. We're at an hour and a half. That's probably a
Yeah,
little long. I'll have to maybe do a little
speed up the
tweaking to
voices.
it. Yeah, we'll do chipmunk voices. Yeah. All right, we're gonna hit Battle of the Bulge next. We haven't figured it out, but that's what we're doing. Plus, we have some play tests, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the name
Yeah.
of your scenario? Have you named it yet? Even tentative?
Uh, clay pigeons.
Clusterfuck. That one already exists, doesn't it?
I know.
Isn't there one called Clay Pigeons?
Fubar.
Fubar. There you go. Yeah. So we might have a couple play tests coming up of one of Scott's scenarios and one of mine. Actually, we did a play test of one of mine. We did a video of it.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't released it. I'm waiting to see what they're going to do with the scenario. Maybe I'll just release it. I don't know. I've just been sitting
Yeah,
on it.
I should just release it.
Yeah, but we'll probably have a couple playtest videos here in the near future, I guess, too. What's goodbye in Romanian?
Uh, I don't know.
Me neither. We'll just say
Uh,
hasta la vista, baby.
Bună ziua. Bună ziua.
Ciao.
Yeah. Ciao bueno.
See you in the Ardennes.